Well, first off, excuse me, nothing's over there. Yo, this is your man Mac, just in case you didn't know you need to know. When I was recording by myself, I've been getting made fun of, talked about the whole time, but then now I'm here, and now people are like, yeah, go Mac. And it's like, I could have been a lot farther if y'all stuck behind me.
I'm out here right now. It's your boy Dot. I'm with Mac right here. Mac.
What up with it?
My boy, he fresh off a chip right now. They just held that down real quick. I caught that game. So really, I just want to ask you a couple questions. The first part of my question is obviously going to be about you and what you do on this court. And the second part is just going to be a little bit about you as a person and who you are.
Absolutely, I'm with it.
The first thing is just how long have you been hooping? How long you been doing this?
Oh man, I've been hooping since I was probably in like second grade. And then once N1 came alive, my life changed completely. I didn't really take basketball serious till I was in like middle school, high school.
Where'd you go to school at?
I went to Brockton High School, Westfield School, and then went to college. I was out here, Roxbury.
So one thing that everyone's kind of noticed about the game, you know, back in the day, it was really based on, you know, positions. The guards learn this, the shooting guards learn this. Now it's kind of positionless. So as the game progresses, like, where do you stand? If you had to teach the game, how would you teach it?
I would teach it all around because that's one thing that people don't talk about, but they want to emphasize is mismatches. If you have an advantage over the opponent in any way, either you're smarter than them, bigger than them, stronger than them, or quicker than them, they teach you how to manipulate that matchup. So you don't know who you're going to face every time. You can't be a big man all the time unless you are naturally a big man. But there's nothing wrong with extending your game. Like there's always a way to really enhance everybody's game. So if I was a coach, I would literally try to teach my students where you're comfortable at because they have to figure out where they're comfortable. Once they get comfortable, now you can show them little bits and pieces of the game and how they can advance. So I would teach all around.
That kind of leads me into my next question. So what do you think is one unrecognized part of the game? You just had to teach one thing that you wish more people understood that would open the game up for them.
Oh my gosh, setting people up. It's more than just the flashy highlight, either a dunk or a shot or a crossover, but there's so many intangibles from boxing people out, setting pick, off-ball screens. Like, think about how you can talk about Golden State, how they had when shooting was like really at its height, you had Steph Curry running around 4 or 5 picks to get open, but nobody gives credit for the people setting the screen. It's just like they're praising Steph, which they should, because the shot has to go in. Nobody highlights setting plays up. Either it's the pass, either it's IQ and knowing where people are, finding people in the right spot. So I think that's just how I look at it. Like, that's one thing I feel like more people should embrace is it's not always about the bucket, it's how to get the bucket. So you have to be there and think about the intangibles that nobody talks about. So I like ball movement. I like setting people up. And that's one of those things I would emphasize.
All right. And then lastly, on the basketball part of it, who is one hooper out of Boston or just the Massachusetts area in general that you feel like he was nice? Maybe they didn't go all the way to the league or whatever, but somebody that you would say this person is maybe like an unsung hero.
Oh man, honestly, there's a couple because there's a couple of guys that like they play pro. They play pro out here. Unfortunately, some of them didn't make it to the league, but it's like there's dudes. My man Devin, he plays overseas. Shabazz Napier, who made it to the league.
Finally works his way outside, gets a hit on Bertans, and Napier drills a three.
It's his time.
So like we have a lot of guys who hoop. I feel like the amount of work that it takes, I'm not going to look at somebody as pure talent and be like, they need to be in the league. No, do your job. Work to get to that next spot. So.
Facts. All right, so now this segment is just, like I said, a little bit more personal, a little bit more about you as a person.
Word.
How does it feel to, I guess, quote unquote, say you made it in your own right as far as hooping? Because like I said, traditionally, it was just either you're in the league or bust or nothing.
Yeah.
Then they had N1 where you could kind of do that. And now you're not N1, you're not in the NBA, but essentially you made it. A lot of people look up to you. A lot of people consume your talent.
Honestly, I'm glad that you're asking this. And I have my man to attest to this a lot. I don't have a basketball resume. I never played middle school, never played high school. College, I was the last cut. So I felt like, and realistically, basketball dreams are over at that time. Like if you don't make it, that's it. But now I can say I've played in celebrity games. I've played in N1 in New York, and I actually have a trophy for it. I've played in leagues where I'm either the star talent or I'm just a role player, but my job was to play and entertain, and I did that. I've played not overseas, but I've played all over the U.S., and I'm blessed to still be able to. Shout out to the Celtics. I was just in the parade yesterday.
Right.
So it's like just hooping and playing ball for myself, for my own personal value, allowed me to build now the resume that I didn't have to now I'm playing, running with people who are ex-NBA players, former NBA players of any type. I played with people who played overseas. They played professionally, and I'm on the court with them. You know, my man, we would go to Vegas, we go to New York and play against all of these high caliber talent. And then I can still go to the park and just play against regular guys that just want to hoop. So I feel like it puts me in a really good place of comfort because I don't have to lie. I don't have to act bigger than I am. I earned where I was. I worked up to where I did the work. I put in the work. So I think to be here, man, I just feel honored, privileged, and blessed to be Mac in this sense. So that's really what it comes down to.
And what made you just say I want to start filming myself?
So realistically, I've been recording, doing like vlogs on YouTube and stuff like that. The page never blew up.
It's your boy Mac, just in case you didn't know, you need to know. And today is gonna be a great day. I'm going to the Celtics game tonight.
It flopped. But the creative idea of just recording myself, people said I play like somebody else who's out in California. So I'm like, you know what? And obviously when you play for schools, you do film study, you watch yourself play, you watch your habits. That's how it started. I wanted to watch my habits and wanted to see how I play. Because people are saying I either play good, I play bad, so I wanted to watch it. So upon me watching it, and then I started posting it. And then with me posting, I was like, you know what? At the time, who was out? White Iverson was out, Frigga was out, T-Jazz was out. Me and Hezzy came out at the same time. So you have us five in the basketball world. But yeah, like you have all of these guys that do it, but nobody does it in the video game sense. So with that, I was like, you know, let me just capitalize on the things that I like. And then literally it picked up quick. I started posting July of 2020. By October, I was picking up steam, and then here I am now.
All right, and then another thing, what is the typical day like for you? Or you could do week if you want, but balancing obviously you and your regular life, and then also handling this, which is almost like a newfound job.
There's no such thing as balance. You have to give 100%. Even if it's lack of effort, you're still there, you're still present. So I wake up, I go to work, I'm a school teacher. So I go to my job, I do my job. After I do my job, I either have a league or I'll play pickup somewhere before I get home. Go play, record about 2 hours of content, come home, take care of my family, my wife, my daughter. And then from there, it's like when everybody is winding down and sleeping, I already took a shower, I'm chilling. Now I'm looking through the footage, trying to edit something and trying to pick something out. And then I just go from there, and then I post the next day. And it's almost repeat, but I now have a schedule of when I play, because I have to give my family time, you know. So,
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
As far as just Boston, greater Boston area, Massachusetts, what's something that you love about the culture here? And then right after that, give me something that you wish could improve or wish could be better about it.
Oh man, we have a lot of grit. We have a lot of people that want to go for it. We have a lot of people that, when we win out here, we win out here. Like, it's really big. But I feel like one thing is just supporting people early on. Because when I was recording by myself, I've been getting made fun of, talked about the whole time. But then now I'm here, and now people are like, yeah, go Mac. And it's like, y'all could have been doing, like, I could have been a lot farther if y'all stuck behind me. But that's the culture here. Like, that's something I would want to build up and make better. But
so when you was coming up, who is somebody, doesn't even have to be sports related, but who was a role model that you had? And then tell me something that you learned from observing that person.
I want to say my brother. My brother, he was a go-get-it type of guy. He was always a hustler and in the right form. You know, if it had to get done, he was going to learn how to do it. Even if he didn't know how to do it, he was going to turn it up and then make something happen out of it. And then when it comes to just life stuff, yeah, I can say my brother. And then honestly, I just kind of got inspired by video games. I'm a video game guy, so I watch video games and try to emulate of any type to do that. But then once I feel like, oh, that's something I can do, I just went out and did it. This is my creativity, man.
The question is, who are you? But you have to completely remove the element of basketball, anything that has to do with it. Who would you say you are as a person? Yeah.
I'll say Mac in third person. Mac is somebody who's creative, that loves to have fun. He likes to entertain. He likes looking at things from the outside looking in versus looking from the inside looking out, because he wants to get the sense of identity more than just what everybody sees. So with being a funny guy, entertainer, outright, he's somebody who's really down to earth that you can relate. You know, he had a job with therapy, so he knows how to relate to a lot of people. He's very, very cool, calm, and collective guy.
All right, man. That's pretty much it, man. If there's anything you want to shout out, obviously your socials or your students, whoever you want to shout out, man.
Well, first off, excuse me, nothing's over there. Yo, this is your man Mac, just in case you didn't know you need to know. Yo, shout out to the whole community of Boston. Yo, we love everybody out here. We already know how the struggle is. We know how the outcome is. So just keep pushing, keep grinding, because even you can be anywhere you want as long as you can think you can make it, you're gonna do it. But you have to put the work in, the time in, and the effort, and that's it.
Appreciate it, man.
Thank you.
Love, and congrats again on the chip, man.
Thank you, man. I got a whole bag of chips.